Heavenly Father, I lift this up to you. Crucify the flesh, walk in the spirit. Anoint this word, get me out of the way. Help me cover everything that you want to see. Speak clearly. Everything that you want everybody to see. In Jesus Christ's mighty name. We're gonna. I want to set this up. I want to set this video up because it's not going to go through clearly if I don't do it right. I was deplatformed by Substack. But not only that, I was deplatformed by Substack, and they hacked every bit of all of our tech. It wasn't just Substack. So I wasn't just deplatformed by Substack. They shut off our internet feed. It's still off. This has been trying to upload for over an hour, and it's at 3% on BitChute. I'm going to show you guys the video of everything that happened. We called AT&T, asked them, told them it was an emergency, and asked them to get this out. They wouldn't send, they're not letting this video go through. Let's watch this video. It's pretty much everything, and you'll see you'll see what's going on. Now, we're going to show this. They blew up. They stacked up that trash because I talk crap about the trash down here. They stacked up the trash directly out of my window. The other day, they cut our feed. They deplatformed us from Substack. They gave us no reason why. This was on the 22nd. We appealed it. We didn't know what was going on. They cut us off at our internet. We went to a coffee shop where they had a Wi-Fi signal, and we still couldn't upload. The girls' phones were working just fine, but somehow they put a jammer on my phone and my laptop. We connected to their Wi-Fi network. We got buzzed by helicopters that day. They were swarming all around us. Okay, this is what was going on. And then basically, my cat needs out. Basically, Margie, go lie down. I gotta pause this. Hold on. We'll do this real quick. I had to get this. Hey, it's back. I'm back. I had to get this out. They blew that trash heap up after me and my kids went, and the Lord told us to go pray over our neighborhood. The Borg freaked out. Cars were stopping next to us, and they're melting down. This was happening while me and my kids were going and praying over the entire neighborhood. That night, my wife comes in. She stays up late because she's been working the night shift for so long. She was doing the dishes before bed. She comes in. She said, "Did you hear that? Did you hear that? They just blew something up right out of our house." That was that night that we prayed. They blew up the trash heap and then dumped gasoline all over it. That night, dude, that all that stuff happened. This is it. This is what they did. And I said, we tried to get help through AT&T. You're going to hear the entire video. Substack went in on this. Substack did that. And then not only that, Substack tried to get me to sign a consent. This is what they said was wrong. You'll see it in the video. Let's watch the video. Let's do it. Now, oh, this quality is terrible. I don't know. Okay, what you're seeing here is
just so everybody knows,
and I'm doing this on here because they're not letting me upload this. They still blocked my uploading, but if I do it live, it'll go straight on to Substack.
What they said that I violated, we've identified patterns that violate our policies. This includes activity that's primarily promotional, as well as repeated or high volume posting of similar messages across the platform. Substack is intended for high quality editorial.
I shared a video, but that was it.
To proceed, but then what they show is the issue is that I got a prophetic word right to the day.
I said around
This
a
is what they
month,
said
and it was like a
is what's
month and a
wrong
day.
with my violation. So United skyrocketed. The Lord said, "Remember the deal." Was what He told me to post. If I got that right, believe this. And this was a warning. This prophetic word came with two parts. I said, anybody that would invest in this, remember to come back and give 10% to 20% to the house that God built, which is Church of the Lost Sheep. He co-signed it by answering this to the day a month in advance. And when I put this on here, I said, remember that, because I don't want people to get destroyed, man. I don't want them to lose everything. Oh, yeah, they took a tip from Noah. They got it right. Noah got it straight from the Holy Ghost to fund our ministry. I said, if I got that right, believe this. You will lose everything. If you renege, everything. The more you bless my family and the ministry with, the Lord will multiply. And then I said, I prefer crypto, whatever is most stable.
Donate to the ministry.
Right? Send cryptocurrency, because then it doesn't, you don't get charged taxes and all that if I travel for ministry or whatever, right? And it's asking me to confirm that I understand this issue with the content.
It says to
there
confirm.
Is no issue with the content. I don't have issue with the content.
To get my channel back at a hawk, but here's the thing: like, we've set up the podcast with them, so I own all of the rights to this. I own all of it. In order to get that back, which I own, the all of the rights to the podcast, right? You have something called an RSS feed, if you don't know this, and it's keeps all of your writings, all the stuff that's going on. Okay. They locked me out of my account, and to confirm that you own it, you have to have access to the podcast. So what they did is they locked me out from my podcast, unable to confirm it, so I could take the podcast over to rss.com or wherever, where they're not going to deplatform me like that, because I have a prophetic word that hits on the day, right? And this was what their excuse was. But if you think back to when I got kicked off, I was talking about the Pope, and I also had an interesting Mountain Dew picture you should probably go look at. Okay, you should, and I think that's what it was right there, was the Mountain Dew picture. Okay, and I'm telling you, go look at the Mountain Dew picture. You need to look at the Mountain Dew picture. If you didn't see the Mountain Dew picture, you should probably look at the Mountain Dew picture. Okay, this is what they did. They knocked me out of everything, and not only that, they remotely controlled access to the phones, the internet, everything else. And when we called AT&T, the lady on the phone said her name was Eve, and you'll hear it. She refused to call the FBI. She refused to make an emergency call for me and my family, dude. And I have it recorded. It's all right here. Let's do it. Muted.
And then forcing me to comply by doing this. So anything
they forced me to.
And then here's the other thing: they locked me out of my RSS feed. They locked me out of all of my content to be able to move over to another profile with RSS.com or somebody else. So I can't even get on my content because they locked it to adjust it to show that I own it. So they stole my intellectual property rights and held them hostage, forcing me under arrest in order to get it back, to say that I understand that there was an issue with my post. There's no issue with my post. This is what they did. Now, this is under duress so that I can get this back and take it to somebody else. I do not consent. I do not comply. Anything here is under duress just to get my property rights back, because I don't want to fight them on this rigmarole.
Anybody that gets this, if you get this for whatever reason, and you need to know, you need to get an update, go over to ChurchOfTheLostSheep.org, and we'll update anybody if we start a new channel, if we start a new podcast, if they shut this podcast down. That's our hub. Okay. And if you have anything like that, go over there and you'll get the update. We could just start new podcasts. I don't even care. As long as it's getting out to people, that's all I care about. Okay.
Over my phone for the last week, basically. We got buzzed by helicopters the day that I posted this stuff. We got, all heck broke loose on our end, right? And it just now came back. It's the 27th.
They lit off an explosion outside of my house at 2
They
a.m.
didn't give us a reason or anything like that until today. And then they finally said, this was the thing that set it off. That was in violation. Getting a prophetic word right and then warning them about the second half of the prophetic word. God bless you guys. My son's upset. I mean, we've been getting hit. We got over in the houses over there on the next street over.
Right here.
We got people that practice witchcraft 24/7. They're hired by these people that are behind this private sector.
Private sector military.
They get Bibles. They get all this stuff, and they use them as sorceries. And they pray against us 24/7, demonically. Demonic intercession. This is what these people do. I can get the license plates for everybody. We got people across the street. They come down. They get their adrenochrome supply. They come down looking 70 years old. They go home looking 35.
Weirded my wife out, dude. You hear that?
It's the craziest
my
thing
wife,
we've seen, and this is what we're dealing with. God bless you guys. Have a good day. What did you say your name was?
My name is Eve.
EVE. So I'm talking to the board. I need to know where my minutes are at on my cell phone for our internet signal.
Regarding with that, I'll be needing first to access your account. Can you please have the passcode, the account passcode?
My wife can't remember, but
if you want to see what it means.
It actually consists of 4 digits.
It's 4 digits? Do you want me to enter it on the phone or what?
No alphabet.
You want me to enter it on the phone or give it over the phone?
Yeah, sure. Give it to me verbally.
No, I can punch it in the phone, but I'm not going to give it over the phone. I don't trust you guys. My phone calls get hacked and routed through a middleman. So it happened at the carrier level. I caught you guys red-handed. I have the phone number and everything that was getting directed to somewhere in Silicon Valley, somewhere up by Woodinville in Washington.
I understand that, sir, but for me to be able to check that information, I need to access the account.
Okay, access the account. I can give you our information, our name, and stuff like that. Is there another way we can verify it?
No, sir, but actually, I can walk you through on how you can check it on your end. Do you have my identity app?
What is it?
The My AT&T application.
Yeah, I'll go look at my wife's phone. I don't know. We don't have that. I can do it. I can't.
You couldn't get on the app.
Is there an internet outage or something, or am I over my minutes? That's all I need to find out.
We weren't over our
We're
minutes.
over our minutes. We need to.
That's what that says right there. We weren't over our minutes.
Are you referring to your mobile data internet or Wi-Fi internet?
I'm talking about a personal hotspot. Is that why my internet's not working? It's been throttled way down, and I thought we had more than enough minutes. We had, the last time I checked it, we had 4 or 5 days left on our billing cycle, and we had only used 75% of it. So there's no way we crossed that threshold in, 3 or 4 days of 25% of our data usage. We haven't used the computer that much.
It paused for. She goes on hold for another couple minutes.
So, regarding with your internet information, sir, since you cannot provide me
I can provide it to you, but let me get your name and your address and all your information, and then you give me that over the phone, and I'll give you mine. You want to do that? Because I don't feel very secure if somebody's intercepting my phone calls and you're getting it over the phone and saying I can't, access the stuff that I need. I give you the last 4 of our social, if you want that.
yes, sir. I totally understand that, but also we cannot provide detail about us over the call. And regarding with this, please give me 1 minute, okay? Please stay on the line. Hold on, just a second.
It was a few minutes.
Thank you so much for patiently waiting.
Yeah.
So, regarding with our concern for today, so since we're not able to access the account, I can only check if there's really an outage in the area why you cannot use your services.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
also, for you to verify as well, if you really still have an internet or your mobile data, you can actually go to the nearest AT&T store and they can further assist you regarding what
I'm traveling abroad. There's no AT&T store where I'm at.
Yes, sir. I totally understand that. But for now, since we cannot access your account, there's no possible way for me to check that information. So I'll be checking now the address.
Isn't there like something I used to be able to do when I was with T-Mobile, like pound, MIN, pound, or something like that? Isn't there something that I can do like that where I can look it up and see how much usage we've used on this month without going onto the app?
No, sir. Because for us to be able to see that, it's actually
I just said we couldn't log on because they shut everything down.
Okay. Can you tell me if I've gone over the threshold or if I still have minutes left? That's all I need to know. You don't need to tell me anything else but that.
I'm not able to see that, sir. As I mentioned to you, I need to access your account for me to check. So what I can only do here is to check if there's an outage on your area. If you could provide me your address, I can check it here.
Nope.
For your location.
Nope. Can't
They're
do
lying
that.
too,
You
by
guys
the
can
way.
look it up though.
Okay, so sir, I cannot provide you further more information here. So since you are not providing me information as well, so is there anything else?
Here, how about you do this? Can you make an emergency call for me? Because I'm not able to get any messages out. Can you do that?
I dialed 611. That's what
do
that said.
anything on this call unless we can access your account. No,
You can't. Oh, so what is your name and your badge number so that I can let everybody know out there that AT&T refuses to make an emergency call for a customer that calls in and says they're not able to get any messages out. I don't want to share any message or any of my information because I don't trust you. But then you can call some kind of an emergency line, call the FBI. Can you do that for me?
Sir, my name is Eve, EVE, but I cannot provide you my badge number or my ID number.
Okay.
I can only provide you my name.
You can only provide your name. And can you get this is an emergency. People's lives are on the line. I can't get out through 911. All my calls get hacked and routed. Can you help me, please? You're with AT&T, right?
The only way that I can help you, yes, sir. But for me to be able to help you, I need to access your account.
Okay. Listen, this is a national emergency. Lives are on the line. I'm telling you, this is bad. This is very bad. Can you contact emergency number, contact the FBI and let them know this is very, very, very bad. And my family needs help.
It says we're Americans. We're stuck. We can't get any messages out. Obviously, there's some kind of special operations force that's behind the scenes that's pulling all the strings and blocking this information from getting out.
Hello, sir. Thank you so much for patiently waiting. So I just want to let you know that I already checked everything here. So I just want to let you know that emergency call is not for these because that's not authenticated. It's not possible, sir.
Okay, so you have an ability. Like if emergency response, if somebody calls and says we need help from the United States American government, from the FBI in the United States, and I reach out and I'm telling you my phone is not getting out, it's getting routed at everything. And you're saying as a representative named Eve from AT&T, and I called AT&T's number, correct? This is AT&T?
Yes, sir. And even in an emergency situation, there is no exception to this policy.
Hey, Gurby, come here. Tell this lady how somebody tried to grab you at the store.
We come in the store and
we got told Daddy to pray, and when we started praying, this guy walked up and Daddy said, "Don't touch her."
Come on, Booby, focus. He grabbed you on the arm, right?
Yeah, he grabbed me on the arm.
Now, every time we go to the store, we see this type of behavior in everybody, right?
Yeah.
And we try to call out and our phones don't work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, bro? That's my whole family. We're crying out for help. We've been asking for help like this. And you're saying...
It says, thanks for the email, Voice of the Martyrs. The Lord won't forget your support.
And you're saying if I can't validate my phone number, you can't do it? Contact the FBI, please. This is a plea for help. We need the police department to be alerted in a different jurisdiction from Prescott, Arizona. We found an unmarked grave. We've alerted everybody.
New World Order cops got taken over all of the United States.
People intercepting our calls and doing exactly what you're doing. If somebody called in a bomb threat or something like that, what would be the protocol for something like that?
So the protocol for a bomb threat says that you got to escalate right away, which is, I'm not making a bomb threat. I'm saying this is what my family's going through. However,
Information of our customer or discussing account details, even in emergency situation, there's really no exception on this policy, and I cannot make emergency calls on this line, sir.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I pray it goes well for you.
big fat no from AT&T. I say, I pray it goes well. God bless you. Have a good day. It's the end of the video. Okay. Now, here is the screenshots of what they said on Substack was the reason for shutting it down. I don't know. What I'll do is I'll include them in this. I'll snap a picture. If we got to do another one of these podcasts to update all of this information, I'll let it play. And then you can go back and watch this video to see it if you want to see all of that. But basically what they did is they have, here's another video I recorded. So when you petition anything through Substack, so what they did is they locked me out. They seized all my stuff. They wouldn't allow me to go to another platform because they control the authorization that I own ChurchOfTheLostSheep.org, the podcast. And then they put an AI in charge of running interference, and you can't get a hold of anybody at Substack. So a person behind the scenes in Substack is running all of this information, deplatformed me because I hit a prophetic word on the nose, and I said that, made up some BS excuse, and then pulled all this stuff, and the same people that were behind that killed my internet access, killed our phones, killed everything. And nothing would work. I mean, nothing. On my laptop, on my phones, everything else. I went down to the coffee shop, tried to upload it there, shut down everything. When I pull up to the coffee shop, this fatter Mexican dude dressed real nice in a black polo came walking out. He pointed to me in the car and a like a tricked out, like not tricked out, but a real nice Armada. It was a later edition though. It was like an older Armada. Black shiny rims, pulled up. The guy jumps in the car, gets in there and dips. He pointed at me and then jumps in there. Then when I go into the coffee shop, the internet didn't work. Nothing worked in the coffee shop. My internet connection, nothing, right? I even got the girls to they were like, they had a little sticky note of a QR code that was over the internet connection. And I tried that. It didn't work. So I peeled it off and I looked what the QR code that was behind it. That didn't work. Then the girl came over and sent me a copy of of a screenshot of her connected to the internet. And that didn't work. Then I go and I go to pay for my stuff, or I got a drink. I got a vanilla drink, a vanilla cream drink for my son. My son came with me there, right? And I asked the girl, I was smiling and everything else. I said, thank you guys so much. They were sweet. They were sweet girls. I said, did that guy intimidate you and threaten you that if you helped me, something was going to happen to you? And she went, her eyes got real big and she went. So the guy went in there and threatened those girls in the coffee shop to not get my family help. That's what they did. What's going on here? And then all of a sudden, all these snakes come out of the den. They blow up something next to my house. Nobody gives a crap what's going on with me and my family. What's happening? Okay? This is everything that's been going on. Now, I got a prophetic dream. I'm just going to tell you what I got. They got nukes pointed right now. I asked the Lord, I said, why would the nukes go to, why would they go anywhere to like hit a nation? They can shoot nuclear weapons down. They can do all this stuff. He said, that's not what they're going to do. They're waiting. They're going to drop the bombs on all the oil. If the Strait of Hormuz and all this stuff doesn't get worked out, that's what their plan is. They're going to nuke all of it. I saw it. They got them pointed there. They're ready. This is what's going to happen. And it says that in the end, fire rains down from heaven. I'm telling you, we're close. This is everything that's going on with my family. I'm not afraid. We go with the Lord, but this is what's happening to my family. And the Bible tells you that we overcome by the power of the blood, the word of our testimony, and loving our life not unto death. Two of these things we're overcoming by putting this message on here. Do you understand why I have to get this message out? Do you understand why I'm saying this? We love our life not unto death. We're not afraid to die for Jesus Christ who came in the flesh. This information needs to get out. This is what they're doing. This is the crap that they've been pulling with us. Okay? You're not going to get help from anybody but God himself. None of these governments got your back. None of these police departments, none of these people have any of your back. If you think they do, you're deluded. Most of the people already made their decision for who they're going to serve. Okay, they serve Babaluska. Me and my family, we serve the Lord Jesus Christ. This is what's been happening. This tech doesn't even make sense. The crap that they got. But as you can see, I don't know, man. This might be a clearer picture. I just don't want to give away my location too much because of this. You can see that. Is there anything else, God? I have all the screenshots of the coffee house that we were at. That Fenris Lou guy, I don't know what it was, dude. I don't know if it was the Fenris Lou, the guy that was sleeping with corpses, they say. I don't know if it was because I talked against the Pope. I don't know if it was because of the Mountain Dew photo that I dropped. But this is what's going on. If you hear from the Lord, he'll confirm all of this. Please share this and get it out. Put your life on the line, because then you'll be losing your life for his sake. Okay? And then I know that you're protected by the power of the blood, the word of our testimony, and loving our life not unto death. God bless you guys. Have a good day.